You know, I used to look at these things and say, I'm not, what the hell am I going to use it for? I'm not jumping out of an airplane. I'm not Casey Neistat with daily vlogs. Who the heck would care about this kind of content? And then when I actually got a hold of it, it's fun. What's up, guys? Tony Hannity's here with Lazy Tech TV, and today we're going to talk about this 360 camera from Ricoh. This is the Ricoh Theta SC1. They have a couple of other variants, but this is their entry-level, consumer-friendly model. It's only $300, and if you have ever wanted to get into the 360 camera world and kind of play around, mess around, see what you can come up with, this is not a bad option. I know there's some other competitors out there like the Insta360. I have yet to try those out myself in full. I did it at CES a couple of years ago, but that was at CES. That was a 15-minute experience. I've at least had a chance to mess around with this for the past 2 weeks, indoors here, while driving, while at the park with my daughter. And the user friendliness of this makes me feel like I can pretty much do anything I want with that camera, which is nice. I like the feeling of being an expert without even really being an expert at something, because, you know, all the presets do all the work for me, but hey, I still hit the preset. So let's talk about this guy. It comes in a couple of different colors. The battery life lasts about half a day. So if you're gonna take it with you on a trip and you're gonna use it continuously, especially the video, bring a battery pack. And it does take still shots as well too. And when it comes to the editing portion of it, you do all of that on your phone. So you download one app to shoot the images, and then you download another app to edit said images. I don't believe this camera has the ability to be used for HDR if you're needing to get the best lighting while shooting like a CGI scene or anything like that. But some of the higher Theta cameras that they do have that ability. Again, this is really just for consumers. And on the device here, you have all your buttons on the side, so you can switch the mode, whether it's video or photo. You can turn off and on Wi-Fi. The benefit of that is I don't really know, to be honest with you. I kind of assume that you would want to have this connected to your phone as much as you can to use your phone as that viewfinder. But I guess, you know, if you just want to take a quick bloop, and I don't know what that was, sorry. But if you just want to take a quick shot, you have your shutter button right here at the front. And the beautiful thing about this is because it is a 360 camera, it's like taking a photo with a super ultra wide lens. Like it doesn't really matter. You can fix all that in post. Kind of the same thing in here. If it's like at a strange angle, I can fix that in post. Unless the stitching is right there in the crease. But the stitching on this, and what I mean by stitching is when the wrap of the photo comes together and it brings essentially those 2 or 4 or however many photos or videos this is taking, it puts them together and stitches it together. It looks like one seamless video or one seamless photo. This is very, very good with that, unless there is that moving image. And then at that point, there's only so much it can do. It is still using micro USB for charging, which is fine. I get it, whatever. But then it also does have a standard screw to just screw onto a monopod or tripod, even like a Gorilla Pod, what have you. Whatever you want to screw this into, it can be screwed. That's weird. The device is a little top heavy. But that's kind of expected considering all the mechanics and all the things that are making this work are all up here. It's all behind the camera lenses themselves. And although I don't remember the resolution of the camera lenses, I'll just go ahead and put them right here. So you can reference that after the fact if you care about the resolution, because again, this is meant for you to point and click, take a video, and then almost immediately share it to social, which incidentally is going to compress it anyway. So resolution, it doesn't really matter at that point. But again, if you cared, that's what the resolution is. And they do have a couple of microphones on here. So if you want to record a conversation or dialogue or just the ambiance of being at the beach or in the forest or wherever you find yourself, you could do that with this. I'd say out of everything that I was using this for the past couple of weeks, the only confusing part of it was really the app. actually was connecting this to the app. And that was the thing, like, once it connected to the app, it was connected, but then for whatever reason, it would disconnect, which I guess I get. It just disconnected, and then you would have to reconnect it, but then it would say, I don't know what you want me to do. So I would have to try and reconnect again, and again, it wouldn't know what I wanted it to do. So by the third time, it finally figured it out. Some of the suggestions were, you know, make sure you're not already on Wi-Fi, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I did that already, but it still wouldn't connect. So I don't know, maybe that's just a firmware update or that's a software update. But then past that, there were just some confusions of within the editing application itself, exactly what I could do with the application, what kind of edits I could do. I mean, I guess one could argue without having a tutorial, it forced me to really just try out everything that was on the editing application. And it did force me to try out everything. But then the downside is that I did kind of feel lost at first. So if you're not really one to just try things out, that's where I don't know what to do. My advice to you is just start hitting buttons. It's not going to break anything. You'll be fine. So other than the filmmaker, who again would probably get the higher Theta that does support HDR, who would this be for? Well, like photography nerds, if that's not discriminatory, like people that are really into different kinds of photography, people that are really into trying new things with photography and are kind of tired with just the same old, okay, I'm gonna take a landscape, or I'm gonna take a picture of my chicken. I don't know, I'm really hungry, but I'm gonna take a picture with my chicken. This adds that extra layer where you've never dove into before, and your friends and family have never seen you dive into it before. And when you share that first tiny planet image, I can almost guarantee that people are going to say, wow, that's really cool. How did you do that? And it's because of this little guy. So yeah, if you have any more questions, I highly recommend that you check out the link in the description down below to get some more information. But then of course, if you want, you can buy one through the affiliate link. And then if you have any questions for me, I don't think I'll have this much longer. I do have to send it back to Ricoh, but again, Ricoh, thank you very much. Not a sponsored, sponsored by YouTube standards, but it's not paid for. They're not paying me to do this, but you know how YouTube is. But yeah, if I were able to keep this, I could definitely see myself using it a lot more than I have just been using, just kind of casually throughout my day for the past couple of weeks. And who knows? I might actually go out and get one myself, because I truly did have some fun. And one thing it did do is that it got me to go out in the world. And right now in this pandemic, and we're kind of scrambling between purple and red, at least here in the county that I'm in. So while we're still in the red and not in the purple, I'm gonna try and go outside as much as I can with this before I send it back, and really enjoy the surroundings. So until then, yeah, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit me up. And if you want to see more content of me staring into a camera or even playing video games, check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/LazyTechTony, link in the description down below. And we will see you and talk to you guys in the next one. Late.